Now, I think, yeah. You are in YouTube. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone from YouTube. Here, we are in this meeting to talk and, oh, I'm trying to put a little bit the first time, trying to make a process. Okay, now it's right. Okay, everyone. First of all, I wanted to ask you, Arthur, it's your first time here?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, because I don't know you, then other I know.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
never seen that image with you.
Okay, how come? Then more people coming. Okay. I'm Rosalia, and today we will guide this conversation. Today we are going to talking about process of learning new languages. And so before to start this immersion, I would like to explain a little bit for the people are watching from YouTube how TALKNTALK works. This is not a class, here a language platform. Then here you can practice languages like English, Spanish, French, and Italian. Italian is a language that I love so much because I am an Italian host here too. Then I start to become a host in English too. I want to remind you, this is not a class, one more time, and here to learn together. Here, nobody will correct you. You can make a mistake. You can talk in English. If you don't know some words in English, you can use Portuguese or your mother languages, don't matter. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. Don't matter. You have here some question. I will copy this question to pass for you. I have forget that. Then here you have 10 or 11 questions to guide this conversation. It's to me you need to use all this question. You can use your own question because during the process you can change the subject. Only you have subject to guide the conversation. Today you are in 5. Don't need to open other rooms then. Okay. Morning, Mariana.
Morning. I'm late, but
Right.
eu cheguei atrasado porque estava dando algum problema no meu Zoom aqui.
Don't worry. You are in a safe place. Okay. You are start to make some presentation. You can start, Flavia.
Yeah, of course. Hello, everyone. I'm Flavia. I'm from Londrina, Paraná, but I live in Palmas, Tocantins. It's so hot here. I'm different than your place, Rosalia. You are with boss. I am married. I have 3 children, 2 sons and 1 daughter. I am a public servant at City Hall since 1994 in Londrina, in 2005 here in Palmas. I've been here on TNT since I think 1 year from, and I like playing volleyball, dancing, skating, and learning English is one of my passion nowadays. I think that's it for me now.
Thank you for sharing. And you, Marcio?
Good morning. My name is Marcio. I'm from Guarulhos, São Paulo. I live here at the airport. I am 53 years old. This isn't my first immersion, but my first time with Rosalia host.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. And you, Arthur, can you make your presentation for us?
Yeah, good morning, guys. My name is Arthur. I am 34 years old. I live in Rio Claro, São Paulo. I am married and I have a son. I am a civil engineer, but nowadays I am open to work. And I like to, in my free time, I like to play with my kids, to stay with my woman, watch TV, cook, and that's it.
Okay, more people coming that I can't see you. I don't know what's happening here because don't open for me. Yeah, now. Can I hear? Mariana, can you make a presentation, please?
Yes, my name is Mariana. I'm married. I don't have children. I have a dog, and I don't work regularly in this moment. Just sometimes I'm working with babysitter. In my free time, I like to watch some series, TV shows, and I start to go to the gym, and this is difficult for me. So it's difficult for one part, but in the other is good because distract my mind. So I start to like that. And I start to play tennis with my husband. It's something I like to do in my free time too. And walk with my doggy and know new place with her.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Okay, I'm Rosália. I'm 55 years old. I'm living in Joinville, Santa Catarina, so Brazil. Then I'm married. I have two children. I'm here in TNT since 2021. Then when I start to find someone to talk, and I have been studying English for 4 years. Yeah. Then since I was studying English, I am studying Spanish. Oh my gosh, I start to study French now, but it's so difficult. I find it so difficult. I don't know, because I don't have this wish to learn French. Then I think it's for that, because when we start, you can realize it's not so difficult because it's similar English and Italian. But oh my gosh, you need to spend a long time to study something like that. Then now I have more three languages in my mind, and I don't know if I will continue. Yeah. Go ahead. Start with you, Mars. Can you read the first and answer for us?
Yes. Why did you start to study English? I believe that I start to the English. Always think about the travel abroad, and have some place here in São Paulo that easy you find the fragments too. I believe that there's a chance that use the English too. Also.
Well, it's nice. It's nice because a travel is a good reason to start to learn a new language too. And you, Arthur, can you share for us?
So I always like to speak in English. I made classes when about 10 years ago, but I stopped it, and now I know what the learning English is very important to my job, to find a new job too. And my brother lives in England, and minha cunhada, sister-in-law, I think, she's from there. She's from England, so it's a very good to start to new English, to improve my English, to talk with her too. So it's very nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. Family a good reason too. And you, Mariana?
I start studying for studying abroad and to improve my curriculum. I remember I was working a company, and there they need a secretary who talking two language, and the second is English. So I start to learn about for that, for maybe change my cargo, minha função, or something like that.
Okay, for the job. It's for the job. It's a nice decision. And you, Flavio, how did you start to study English? Why?
Yeah. I always knew that English is important for our lives. But at first, when I had contact within the course of English, I started working at an English school when I was 16. I paid for the whole course, but I couldn't continue studying English because I thought it was so boring. And after that, I started because I was going to subscribe. I don't know if he's subscribed, but my daughter in the other English school, English course, and I decided to try again. Now I don't want to stop anymore because I love English. And because English, I want to go to abroad for a new place that speak English. And I started to love English when I started to learn when I was, I think, in 2019, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, before pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you, Leandro? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm trying to turn on my camera.
Don't worry.
Let's go. I will be. In my case, I started to learn English late. I use English for with translator only, but I started studying 2016. But I started in a traditional school, but I did 1 year of study, no more. After that, I go to work, only study other things. But in the pandemics, I restarted to study English. In my case, for me, I guess it's important because I like to travel I like to watch movies is in English with legend. Nowadays, I try to put a legend only in English if it's necessary. And listen music to consume the cultural things made in English, I guess. More because that, but I work with IT, study IT. I guess is so important English to get in a job, an international job. I don't know why I never started before. Yeah, I have some kind of regret about this. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm here now.
It's important to start.
Yeah.
Don't matter the age. Then for me, why I start to study English, it was my wish since I was a kid. Then when I was a kid, I don't have time. Then my parents don't have money to pay some course for me. In the city that I was living, don't have some course because it was so small city. Then don't have English course in this city in this time. Then I grow up, I get married, I have children, then I have my family, I have my work, then I don't have how to start to study English. Then in 2019, I get my first travel abroad. Then I chose to go to Portugal because I said there the language is the same here, then I don't need to speak in English or another language, but it's not true because there everyone talking in English, talking in Spanish, so many languages. Then one day I back there, I said I need to start to learn the language because now I have time, because I had sold the supermarket, then I don't have the work to stay every time. Then I said, now I will start to learn English because it's my wish. Then now I will start. Then I started. First I buy the course from internet, but it's not enough because you learn in 6 months. Like me, I never had studied before. Then I don't use some words, only I love you or something like that. Then it's so difficult to start to learn thus alone for myself. Then I make this course, but when this course finished, I said, oh my gosh, I lost my money because I don't know nothing. Then I start search for another from YouTube, something like that. For the time I studied alone, then I find another teacher from YouTube. I buy another course, but I don't use it. Then I find TNT because I said I have vocabulary now because every single day I was studying. Then I had vocabulary. I need to find someone to talk. Then I find TNT this time. Then now TALKNTALK. Then I start to every day participating in the Imersão. Oh my gosh, the beginning it was so difficult because I don't know nothing. I don't understood nothing, but I pass a shame every day. Then, yeah, now it's more or less 2 years that I am here trying to participate. Then I put another languages together. Then, yeah, I'm here trying to speak a little bit with you guys. Yeah, go ahead. Flávia, can you read the second one and answer for us?
And do you find it difficult to learn another language? I think so, because another language is not our maternal language. And I've been trying to learn French, but oh my God, it's so difficult to me. And I'm learning English and French at the same time, but English is one of the languages that I love, and French is not. And I choose English because I want to learn more and more and become fluent in English. And I need to focus in English, and I stopped to study French because my mind was a mess. And I remember the words in English, and I need to change my keys in my mind. And oh my God, no, just English is enough for me. But it's so hard to study another language and learn another language. I know some words in Japanese because I was studying Japanese. I studied Japanese when I was a kid. I think I've been studying for 7 years because in my city had a Japanese school, and my mother, my father are Japanese, Japanese descendant. And Japanese, I know something, and English, I know more than Japanese. I love more English than Japanese. Yeah. But
Okay.
so hard.
Yeah, so hard, but you need to love. Then it's make it easier. And you, Arthur, how about you?
Yeah, I think that it's difficult. I am trying to learn English first. But it's very funny when you yeah, very funny because when you think about the English, I think that it's the first language that you heard a lot because of the musics, because of the series, the moves. So it's look like similar because one day I tried to start learning Germany. So it's very different, and because it's not usual to listen. So, but to learn another English language is very difficult to me.
Germany, how the people says is a little bit difficult to learn because they say it's a little bit similar to English, but I don't know. I've never had started them. I don't have
Yeah,
this
I don't
wish.
know too.
And you, Marcio, how about you?
Yes, for me, it's difficult. I believe that I have some problem with some rules that you need to follow for learning language. I know that you need to read. I know that you need to watch movies and more than one time, for example, for you to understand that you. But it's very difficult for me following some rules.
Have a routine.
Yeah, routine. The discipline routine is very difficult for me.
Yeah, I know that. And you, Mariana, for you?
I thought it's difficult, and I agree with Marcy. In the last weeks, I feel a little I don't know, failing in this part because it's difficult, but it's not impossible. And for be possible, you need to study a lot. And I'm failing with this. It's difficult to keep a routine and discipline. It's more difficult for me because when I thought that I learned something, it's wrong, and this makes me feel so sad and angry, so I stop.
You are studying for a test. You make that?
Yes, I make, and I down one level, so this make me feel so angry and sad. Because of that, I'm lost from here.
You don't. You didn't lost. No. Put
Eu
it in
não
your
sei,
process.
eu não sei se eu falei certo, por isso que eu tava sumida daqui, lost maybe, porque eu tava com raiva. Aí eu falei,
Yeah, hungry. Yeah,
não
hungry.
vou, yeah.
Okay. Don't hide this feeling. It's normal. Okay. And you,
Yeah.
Leandro? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I am a person that I discover I had a difficulty to understand other language. Oh my gosh. For I don't know for if for people is easy to learn English. English is for me is mainly that I need to learn. And I discovered I like it to learn. I guess I like to learn languages. For me, it's like a hobby, like a status. I I learn another language. I don't know, but I try to understand. English is more easy, like Arthur said, because had a lot of cultural things to use. And I'm a few years ago, I tried to study French, but don't
Don't
understand
worry.
any, don't work anything. I try to study, not study, but I go inside to basic The Japanese, because I watch in a lot of manga, not mangas, animes. Yeah, I like, and I heard some words that I understand, but to never go to with my all my strongs to study. Yeah, I guess is more English is more necessarily for me. Yeah, but it's not easy to study to put myself to study because that's talk is happening and it's working good for me because I went here talking, learn it talking. But I know I need to put myself to study other structures or practicing in take notes to review my my grammar, I guess. But more to review to correct myself. I need do this. Yeah.
Yeah, but you are studying Spanish too.
I study Spanish and I study other language. I don't know if you know Esperanto.
Oh my gosh, I've never have heard this.
Yeah, I like this. It's a international have a philosophy. Yeah, a philosophy to be international for communication. Every word when one language is not a culture. Is not for abandon your language matern. It's not a substitute for language, but one language that don't bring cultural things. It's a neutral language.
Neutral language.
Yes. It exists in a philosophy to because is artificial. Yeah, for it was constructed by one person a few years ago, many years ago, and is easy to learn. Yeah, because it's so structured.
But you think you can use for workers around the world?
Can use it for because had a lot of person around the world learning. Internet impulsed this.
Can become another word between them.
Yeah, use like international, for honor, for because it's more is so difficult. You had a language, a maternal language like Portuguese. You need to learn English for people that's born in English countries. It's so easy because it's your language, maternal language. But if everybody can learn one language easy, is not connected with your mother. Everyone is in the same situation that learn it one language to have communication. Yes.
Nice.
It's very easy to learn.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe you search for. I started study. Yeah.
I don't know.
Get information. That's good.
Yeah. Nice.
It's not I don't have intention, don't put my soul inside.
Okay.
But it's good.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Okay, go ahead. Mariana, I wanted to know if you, because I know you are so hungry because you make your test, you don't have, so you are a little bit angry. What is biggest difficulty with English?
For me, it's the grammar. It's difficult because it confined my mind, and speak because I change the orders, the words, and this is very difficult for me. But I'm here, I'm trying. And when we finish the intensive course, I do my test and I say, oh, I was so perfect this time. I do it, but Yeah, I can't. Toda vez que a gente acha que vai bem, a gente
Yeah.
se dá mal, né? And when I do my test on one part, it's for speaking, and I start to speaking. My husband opened the door. You speak with who? E lá falando. Aí quando sai a nota, wow. So everything is difficult for me, but principal the grammar and then they speak correctly.
Yeah.
Pôr para fora algumas palavras que eu sei, mas da forma
But it's
correta.
normal. Yeah, it's normal. It's make it part of a process. Don't have a miracle. You need to practice.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know about the grammar. I don't know about nothing. I make mistake all the time, but I don't. Don't you make some test? That is not there for me. And you, Marcio, for you, what is your biggest difficulty in English?
First, the English is not automatic for me. And have a problem that sometimes my mind is faster than my mouth. And I think that I need, but after for example, after this, some immersion, I think I believe that my answer isn't that I did, because I believe that more relaxed I can think about that that happened. But in the moment, I believe that my mind is faster than my mouth is a problem. The fluency not happen.
No, you're making a good job. Don't worry about that. Your English is good, yeah, as well. It's happening when you are at midnight, when you wake up at midnight. Oh my gosh, our English so good. Because I'm thinking another language, all the words came in my mind. Then I can speak all the languages when I wake up at midnight, something like that. Then I think, oh my gosh, when you are trying to speak the words, my brain don't bring me all the language, all the word that I want to speak. Then use all the language all the time, similar some words. But I think it's normal. And you, Arthur, what is your biggest difficulty?
Yeah, my biggest difficulty is read in English. That's my difficulty. I can listen, I can speak I think very well. I can understand when other people are talking. Sometimes I can explain and talk in English too. Not the translating and thinking and talk. But when I have some text to read, sometimes I'm a bit confused, and I mix the words, and so difficult to me. But I am trying to read more, some papers, and to try to improve this.
Yeah. With is a little bit difficult too, because we need to know more about the pronunciation, because you are read some word, I think, oh my gosh, how to pronunciation this word? Then, oh my gosh, yeah, I know that. But for me, it's right too, because when I trying to write something, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this letter is right. Oh, another letter, it's confund my mind. Then I oh my gosh, I don't use the English to write. Then I left that. I wanted to make another thing. For me is grammar too, because all the time I'm trying to use some word that I forgot this word, then I need to use in the past, in the future. Oh my gosh, it's confined my mind all the time. Yeah. And for you, Flavia, you answered this question, did it?
No. I didn't. For me, I think conjugate verb in general, like present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, and continuous, the verbs in continuous, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. I think yeah,
Forgot this
but
name. Forgot this name. You
yeah,
always
but I want to know how I can or when I can use this, because I like this part of the English, but
grammar.
it's difficult for me, so difficult. But I've been trying, because I want to talk English correctly, and I've been studying English from UFT, like university is in my city, and for grammar and conjugate correctly the verb in the past, in the future, and so on. And like you, Rosalia, I've been in doubt about how to write correctly too, because I want to write correctly because I like grammar. I love grammar, and not just English, but in Portuguese too. And because this, I want to learn it
Yeah.
correctly.
Some teachers say you don't need to learn this process of grammar, but I think it's so important, because when I start to learn Italian, my friend now, all the time you are start to study, make this conjugation, some verbs. Then now it's easier to remember the past and the so. But in English, I've never studied to make this process to. I think it's so important. And you, Leandro, for you, how is it difficult?
Yeah, I agree with Flavia. Understand that this a lot of structured verb tenses is when I think about is so crazy. But in Portuguese have more than English. I don't know, but for us, born as a mother language is more easy. It's easier, I guess. But my case, I guess I forgot the words. I am so different than Marcio. My mind is a bit slow, I guess, to structure the sentences. I need to I have intention. I intend to think more. I need to increase it to think more speed, because when I go inside the I become, I don't know, a few years I become more pensative about things, but my mind is become more slowly to things, structures. You don't commit mistakes. I don't have more the impulse to commit to only talk and talk wrong. I try to correct myself, because that I became a few slowly. I create I try to create a script to go inside the immersions, but everything go different. I forgot the words, I forgot the structures. But I remember the things that I want to say after I remember. It's not more time to say past the time. Yeah. For me, it's difficult to remember the things in the way the time the time. Oh my God! True, the true time, the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, as you said at the beginning of the marriage, oh my gosh, I tried to write something, but when I start to talk, if I read something, I try to read in the Google something like, oh my gosh, I lost my thoughts, then I can't continue. Then I need to only to talk, because if I need to read, it's making wrong for me. I can't do that.
I need to find something to help me be more faster in my raciocínio, I guess, to say fast and say right. Yeah. I need to make some exercise to that for this happen. Yeah. Or do this.
Okay, it's a process. Okay, Arthur, in your opinion, what is speaking fluently?
In my opinion, speaking fluently, I think that is when you, in my opinion, you can think and talk, and agora você me pegou, hein?
Don't worry, don't worry.
Putz, eu não consigo nem fazer a tradução na cabeça, mas you can speak and talk and understand very well. You can communicate with another. I think that's, to
Yeah,
me,
make a
that's
communication.
fluently. Yeah, only communication. So I don't have a good English, but I think that I can talk with another in English. So not so
Perfect.
very well, but I think that's it.
Yeah, perfectly, because you can make a communication, you are speaking fluently.
Yeah.
It's right. If for you, March, what is speaking fluently?
I don't know. I was thinking about the swimming pool. I love it. See the people that use the swimming pool, and when the people train a swimming pool across the swim and on point return with the same facility.
Yeah.
I believe that this example for the fluency for me.
Yeah, good example. Yeah. You are making your job, you know, don't matter. You make communication, you can make other people to understand. You are in the pool, you're trying to swim, then I think it's the same tools you need to use for make the communication. Yeah, thank you. And you, Flav, for you, what is speaking fluently?
Yeah, I agree with you all. I think he is knowing how to communicate well, make yourself understood, and put the words correctly, understand the context, because if you understand the context, but if you don't know some words that they talk, I think if you understand the context, it's good, because you can communicate if you understand the context. I think so. It's
Yeah.
like this. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
it's
need
simple.
to practice. We need
Yeah.
to practice more and more.
I think on the imagine American guy trying to speak in Portuguese, then when you see someone trying to speak in Portuguese, you say, oh, so cute, trying to speak in Portuguese. But when you're trying to speak in English, you are all the time do yourself. Then, oh my gosh, it's different. But you need to accept your mistake and trying to go on. And you, Mariana, how speak fluently for you?
It's understand and be understood.
Yeah.
After that, you improve yourself in your language, and like Marcio said, in simple, when you start to learn, it's difficult, and after that, it's so like Mermaiden, né? It's easy. No começo é difícil, né? Você dar as braçadas ali, mas depois tem que ser igual uma sereia mesmo.
Ah,
Só ir na onda.
it's true. Yeah, thank you. And you, Leandro?
I agree with my colleagues. I guess speak fluency is when the other understand you, you for context or with without some words, but have a communication. It's like a fluency. You don't need understand all the words if you have other a manner to understand. Yeah. When you say something and your idea is got for the others. You guess it?
Yeah, it's nice, perfectly. And Mariana, are you satisfied with your process so far? Can you share with us?
What?
The 10. Are you satisfied with your process so far?
I don't understand
Number
first.
10, number 10, question
10.
10.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm feel satisfied because in the last months I learned more than the older years because I started to studying English when I was young and I stopped and I start again for my job and stop and I start again to studying abroad and I never get the constance and in the last months I'm feel satisfied because I start to talk with another person, another people, no just here in TNT, but in the street too, in supermarket or stores. And I feel good about that, but sometimes I'm hungry. And that is just that for this moment.
yeah. It's
I
normal to
Yes,
feel.
I learned more here in the last month than the whole my life, you know.
Yeah, because you put your efforts in this
Yeah.
immerse. Yeah, it was a good choice. It's normal to feel sometimes a little frustrated about our process because plans can fails, like you said, your test fails, but if it's normal, don't matter. You need to go on. And you, Mars, you are satisfied about your process?
I mean that is better than the past, but I know that I can high level this my process. Don't but I'm not totally satisfied with my process.
What do you need to do for make you more
Yeah,
confident?
I need to have more discipline with the and spend more time with the language because the immersion I believe that is a one step, but I need to do other things.
Yeah, you need to build a routine to
Yeah,
have some methods to follow.
yeah. Because I have a immersion with a teacher here in TALK. He
Yes, me.
told no another teacher that
Jill.
Gil, yeah. He told that one day for a week, she and her boyfriend talking English
Every time.
all the day. Yeah. This is a process. This is like
Nice.
for the
Yeah, good idea.
uh,
And you, Arthur, you are satisfied? with your process?
Yes, I am. Because when I started here in Talk and Talk, I was talking like Joel Santana. It's almost
How long you are here?
2 months, I think.
2 months, only 2
Yeah,
months. Yeah.
but I want to improve more. Yeah, I want to improve more. To be more, to speak more, to speak and think and read too better. But I am excited to learn another language, because I think that if I learn English, I can learn another language too.
Yeah, because when you start to learn another language, you have wish to learn another too, because you start to realize it's not so difficult, because when you are in the process, you find another language, another words. It's similar to another language.
I think that we understand the way, o caminho.
Yeah.
And so I think
The first, you need to enjoy to learn, to find some words, some way, funny way to learn.
But I am excited to learn another language.
Yeah, go ahead. And you, Leandro, you are satisfied with your process so far?
Yeah, not satisfied. I understand that. I understood. Yeah, that as a process, I need to study more. I have more routine to study, and I understood that I need to learn step by step, one word, one structure, and use this. I sometimes I forgot. I need to study more. I guess I have more patience with myself today. Yeah, it's not a thing. Learn language is not a thing that will happen in 3 months. Need time, need process, and study more and more. I study after adult is more difficult than when you study when you're a child. Yeah, it's different. Not mind and us mind. No, nossa mente. Eu esqueci. Our mind, our mind work different.
Yeah, because now our mind are full. The another problems is not only to study. When you are a child, you don't have nothing to think. You are only to play and study. And now you
learn playing.
Yeah, learn play. Only that. Okay, about me. Sometimes I'm so proud about my process because I've never had a student, and now I can speak a little bit. It's okay. In another language too. I'm so proud about my process. I know that I need to study so much because I make some mistake all the time, but it's just normal because I read another day that before you learn another language, you need to make more or less 200 mistake per day. Because if you are trying to practice, you need to make mistake. Then you are making mistake, it's because you are practicing. Then it's easy to learn more. Then I make mistake all the time. It's okay. Don't matter. And so far, so go. And yeah. As I said before, plans can fail. It's make part of process. Then yeah. Okay, guys, you are end I will stop our live because
I didn't answer this question.
sorry. Oh my gosh. I was thinking I need to ask for Flavia, but I saw the time and then okay. Can you answer? Yeah.
No, I've been brave. I am satisfied with my process because I talked to Russian last year, and he understands me, and I understand him. And we can communicate it, and it makes me feel so good because I've been learning English. And in this year, in July, I talked to other guy that is, I don't know where he is from. And in the plan, when I see someone that is, oh my God, not stranger, but how can I say stranger?
Stranger.
Yeah, I want to make this conversation because I want to practice my English, and I want to know how is my level, and it makes me feel good to talk with these guys. Yeah.
Nice. Perfect. Okay, guys, thank you so much, Márcio, Flávia, Arthur, Leandro, Mariana. Nice to see you all here. I hope to see you in another immersion in another week. And see you.
Thank you so